Boo. Bet you weren't expecting me, did you? Alright, let's get down to brass tacks. This channel, as of this video going up, has been officially posting for 1 year. That's 365 days, I think. I'm pretty sure, yeah. That's a fair bit. That's a fair few days now, boys. And you know, I'd like to think that over the course of this year, I've gotten overall a bit better with videos. That being said, there's been some fucking stinkers this year. So, you know, I thought as a little 1 year anniversary, we're gonna rank all the videos. All the videos uploaded from February 2024 to January 2025. Because that just sounds fun. You know, people love a good ranking video. But what counts as a video, I hear you ask? Well, that's pretty simple. It could be a full-length video, it could be a YouTube short, it could be an edit, it could be a skit, it could be literally anything. Anything that I've uploaded on the channel this year is getting put in. Even the deleted videos. That's right. You know, I'm thorough with this. The only things I will not be counting on this list are the stupid little shit posts. And you might be wondering what counts as a stupid little shit post. That's a very good question. I have a playlist on the channel that consists of all the stupid little shit posts. And before we get into it, I would like to count 2 little honorable mentions. They're honorable mentions because they're not from this year, but you know, we're going to talk about them. The videos Gaylords and Metaquite's AI generated adventure are both videos I uploaded back in 2022, before I got into this current groove with the channel. And you know, they're the only 2 videos that I kept up because, you know, fond memories. But I just decided to throw them in here as a little bonus, not on the actual list. And as for the ranking, I'd say Metaquite Gaylords, because Metaquite, obviously, AI. Less advanced AI because it was 2022, but I'm not a big fan of AI nowadays. But anyways, let's jump right into the list. And as for how I'm going to format this, I'm stealing it from Schaeferless. Enjoy.
Good morning, Glenn!
By far, the worst video that I've made this year is the Vocal Stim compilation. And there is one main reason for that. Fucking theft, man. Like, that, none of those clips are mine. They're literally just funny videos I saw. Ooh, look at me, funny videos. I'm a funny little fucker, aren't I? I don't know why I made it. This was right before the great drought of October and November, so I suppose I just wanted to get something out at that point. But it ended up just being so shit that like now I've unlisted it and you can only get it on the shitposts playlist. Cause it's like I'm not proud of it at all. It's lazy. And worst of all, I don't think it's really even that funny. Like, the videos themselves are really good. Like, the actual clips that I stole are funny. But the way I cut them together is just really weird and kind of jarring. So, yeah, no contest. Definitely the worst one I've made this year. No doubt about that.
Hey, let me get a mint. Hey, let me get one too. Hey, let me hold one.
As for the worst video, that's not just straight up theft. Whatever it's called. We found out what the dog's doing at 2:45 a.m. Yeah, this is a stain. This is so bad. It's literally, like, you can't even tell what's going on during most of it. I know exactly what it was with this one. We had the idea. I had the idea. I was like, wouldn't it be funny if we made a video about we found out what the dog was doing? Because this was still when I was in my, we're just going to be a parody 3 a.m. channel, you know? And obviously, you know, they're big into their, we found this thing on the dark web and we fucking ate a chicken nugget that was soaked in urine at 3 a.m. And so I was like, what if we did this but with the funny King Bach Vine? It's just not good. It's fake as well. It's a fucking lie. It wasn't 2:45 a.m. I just set my clock to that. You can't even read it because it fucking flipped. It was like 6 a.m. It's a fucking bullshit video. And like, it's fairly legible. A lot of my worst videos I've kind of unlisted and just put on a shitpost list, so you can still watch them if you're so inclined, but don't do that. They're not good. Yeah, that's really all there is to say about this one.
No, I ain't talking about that freak, alright? He's not here, is he?
Okay, so the last two were just me being like lazy and or just not funny. This one's a bit more of like a serious one, so I'll keep it brief. The video where I was burning a bag full of old letters from my ex, it was tasteless. Like, I was not handling my emotions well at the time, and I think the worst part was just the fact that I roped Rory into it. Like, I was kind of like, oh, don't worry, we'll be fine, we'll be all right. Being realistic, there was so much shit that could have gone wrong there, but even still, like, the writing was on the wall, you know. As soon as I stuck up the video, it got flagged for like dangerous content. I was asked to take it down by a few people, so I think something's just best left forgotten.
'Cause I'm a pedophile! Pedophile!
Okay, good news. We're out of the section of the video which is just the absolute dog shit. Now we're just getting into just the, you know, a little bit dog shit. They're bad, but like, they're not hurting anyone. They don't make me angry. They're just kind of. First of all, being these two videos, which I'm grouping together because they are basically the same video. It's basically just a Discord DM from Mini Lad, and you know, you could say it's tasteless. I personally don't have any problem with making fun of scumbags like that, but you know, some people would have their abstentions towards it, which is fine. But yeah, no, it's okay. Like, there's the makings of a good joke there. I just think the way I went about it is not funny. As for how I'd order them, I'd say the surprise encounter goes above the jump scare one. I don't know, I feel like the Mario 64 boss music just fits a little bit better. But yeah, no, it's literally the slightest of margins. This is where I'm going to put a lot of my shorts because I feel like the vast majority of them are just a bit shit. But basically the idea for this one was just completely spontaneous. I was watching one of them cooking shows they have on before the news, and he said something with the chicken that sounded like rizzing up, and I was like, oh, that's funny. I should record that, put it on my YouTube channel for all of my subscribers to watch. They would love it so much. I got fucking ratioed in that video. It was kind of that's kind of funny, but other than that, yeah, it was just very kind of.
I'm pulling an all-nighter. I was supposed to go to sleep 5 hours ago.
Next up, we have the Bye Bye 2024 video. The one I made impromptu on New Year's Eve, in the 11th hour before 2025 truly began. It's fine. The video is just yap, it's just filler. I've moved it to a separate playlist as well. I don't think I've unlisted it, but I've moved it to a separate playlist. It's just... It's been rough so far. We need to get to some good ones quickly, or else I'm gonna just give up.
And good morning, Jake Ballers!
You know, if I had a nickel for every video that I had to take down this year, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot. So yeah, this one was just a silly YouTube short, kind of in the same style as the first video I uploaded on the channel, the parody of Built by Gamers, but except this time it was in real life, out in the real world, out in nature. And by that I mean we walked down the local park. The reason though that this is going a bit higher than the other ones is because we actually recorded a lot of the walking down to the park, and you know, that one had actually some peak moments. It was just me and Rory going back and forth, having a bit of banter, and it was like that was more funny than the actual video. that ended up being made. So, as a little exclusive, I'm going to throw a little clip show together of the best bits right here, right now. Let's go. Why does his finger smell? All will be revealed tomorrow. He just said, he was asked about the war in Ukraine, and he just said, oh, it's fine. You shitting, Rory? You laying there? Oh, fucking Jesus Christ! As the famous gopher once said, Rory, you're so yummy, yummy, fat. What the fuck? But yeah, no, Jesse Pinkman should be in the next Winnie the Pooh horror movie. I'd say EDP actually. You're a big EDP fan. Well, that was shit, wasn't it?
Didn't fucking think you can lay around my house all day doing fuck all.
Next up, we have Sick of Him. I think that's what it's called in my notes anyway. I forget the name of a load of these. I think I just came up with them on the spot. The main thing that carries that video is just Rory's face. He's got a very specific face that he can do that makes him look very mischievous. So I think that's the best one. It's fine. It's just harmless. You might find it a little bit funny, but at the end of the day, even if you don't, you're not going to be like, oh, that was a rough one. I'm gonna boycott their channel. I'm gonna send a pipe bomb in their mailbox. I'm gonna fucking kick them in the street over this video. How dare them? How dare they say that? Ooh, 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 ooh.
This is gonna be on the murder.
I'm gonna be fully frank. This one's way higher than it should be, but I just think it's funnier than it really is. I made this like the day after finishing Breaking Bad for the first time, so I was still a bit brain rotted, a bit hyper fixated, which is kind of the reason why I make a lot of this shit. I wasn't trying to reinvent the wheel, do anything crazy with this. I just thought it'd be funny, and you know, it kind of was. I think the joke isn't funny, but the fucking sound I make at the end makes it. The little fucking, I don't even know what that is. And the accidental dogs reveal, I think, really ties it all together. So yeah, no, it's a bit peak fiction, even if it's at number 20.
I don't know what this guy does, but I'll assume he does a lot of different genres.
You should play Void Collector. The demo's on Steam. I'm gonna put the link to the demo in the description. You should play Void Collector. It's a good game. It's really cool. You should subscribe to Seth Newland. You know, he's an indie game dev. He's really good. Play Void Collector. This message will self-destruct. The bouncer.
Guys, why is born so long?
Hey, guess what? It's another case of I was hyperfixating on something and I saw a video, thought it'd be funny. Except this time I think it actually was a little bit funny, to be fair. You know what's the one problem with this video? The one main problem with this fucking video. The white fucking Facebook ass caption at the top. Why did I do that? The video would be so much better without that. But I think if you took that out, like it's okay. I think if I was to make it now, this is the thing. I like to, I think I haven't been doing this enough, but I should be really saying what I do differently. This is, I think, the point where if I was to remake them, I'd do them differently. I'd try and add some visuals, maybe some Arkham gameplay. Because I was thinking, like, when he says like, oh, I was bouncing off the tank bullet, I was thinking, like, what if I put in a clip of, like, the fucking tanks from Arkham Knight, like the militia tanks. Like that would have been a funny clip. But sometimes when I do that, it can be hard to find all the specific clips that I'm looking for, because I can picture something in my head, and like I know that's possible in game, but I wouldn't know where I'd find a clip for it, and I don't think I really have the power to record my own clips. So it's just a bit fucked, isn't it? But in all honesty, I think the video is fine. Like it's okay. It's not the funniest, but I think it has the potential. There's potential there. That's what I'm saying. This is like the cutoff point to where I think everything above here is like okay. The rest of it was like it's okay. And the rest of it is like no, yeah, they're okay. They're fine.
I wondered which titan of English football he was going to call out this time.
Action.
Stoke!
Yeah, this is another culprit of I find this funnier than it really is, so I'm putting it higher. Back in the summer, myself and my family, we went on a little trip to the sunny city of Manchester. Very good trip, love it, great city. So I had an idea for a parody of like travel YouTubers called Harold Travels, and the video would be Harold Travels tries Greggs for the first time, and in the background would be his cousin Rupert having an epileptic seizure. So, you know, that's a bit quirky, a little bit silly. I ended up just not going ahead with it because I just wasn't happy with the finished product. But I held onto the footage, and I was editing all my videos on CapCut Mobile at the time. But yeah, one of these days I'm sitting there, and CapCut Mobile sends me a recommendation being like, oh, you'll love this. You'll love this template of a style that you've never used before. That's meant to be used for like, I don't know, K-pop or something. That's what normal people use CapCut for. But anyway, I click on the template, and it's asking me to input a video to use for it. I throw in the Harold Travels video, and I find it funnier than I really should. So I just decided to upload it. And somehow it banged. Like, in terms of shorts, this is like one of my best performing ones, which I don't know. It makes me happy. This one should realistically be lower, but I quite like it.
My heart goes out to you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. My first ever video. That wasn't a YouTube short. And what was the grand reveal of my flourishing YouTube career? Adolf Hitler versus the Odd Ones Out. Okay, let's get the basic one out of the way. I think it was very fucking tasteless. Like the bit where I go, the holiday special? Nah, the Holocaust special. There's some fucked shit in that video. And also it's edited really bad. Like it's really shoddily put together, because again, you gotta remember I was using CapCut Mobile for this at the time. So a lot of it is really rough, thrown together. The script was written like I get say a good maybe 6 months to even a year ago at the time of uploading, because originally me and Rory were having dinner. We were at a family dinner with extended family, and we were waiting for the food to arrive. All the adults were having like a conversation about taxes or something. We start talking about like, what if we made a YouTube channel and we did like really shitty like parodies of other content? That is where this channel started, in a lovely little restaurant on a Saturday evening. And I think, you know what, that the fact that that's where this video comes from is doing a lot of the heavy lifting here, because realistically this is not a good video. This is just not good at all. The editing is shitty, the jokes aren't that good, but it was the first. It's seen everything. I don't think I will ever take it down, you know? It means something in that way. Even if it's dog shit, even if it will probably stop me from getting a job in the future. If they ever do a background check and they see Hitler, that's not good. But it's part of the channel's history, I think. So it is what it is. I suppose it could be worse. Let's just say how it is. It could have been a lot worse.
Is he good or is he bad? That deadbeat loser dad.
This is a video I have very mixed feelings about. Hope we won't see any more of those. You gotta keep in mind, I rewatched all of these. Monday the 20th, I went back and rewatched every single video ever uploaded to the channel. And this one was a struggle to get through. I'm gonna be so real. Can I just point out, the Fallen Aces glazing at the end I've never played that game. I don't think it made the video better, but you know what? Support indies, man. If I remember correctly, like the comments on that video were mostly positive. Like most of them were like, "Ah, finally, back to the good old days, back to real content." It's like, there's a reason we left this in 2016, lads. Holy shit. Oh, it's don't watch it. I mean, all the power to you if you like it, but fucking hell, I look at that and it's like, yeah, the cringe cycle's so real, man. It is what it is, though. So, right, what can you do? Let it grow, let it grow. Skibidi Toilet, Ohio.
We're feeling a bit jolly. We're feeling a bit merry.
This was dedicated to a very dear friend of mine. A dear friend of mine who informed me in Turkey there was a grave that was uncovered by some archaeologists that people believe to be the grave of St. Nicholas, the real St. Nicholas. And because of this, it got me thinking, like the brain, the cogs were turning, and I says to myself, okay, if you open it, will there be, it's like the Pharaoh's tomb, and if you, everyone knows, if you open the Pharaoh's tomb, then you get the Pharaoh's curse. What if you got St. Nicholas's curse? And so the rest is history, you know? It was an easy joke, just have a snowstorm, put Cool Mountain over it, easy peasy. And you know what? I think it's fine. It does the job. It's exactly what it says in the tin. Can't ask for much more than that.
Would you look at all that stuff?
We are back to back with the dedicated videos because I remember making this one in a voice call with some friends. We were playing Splatoon 3. I wasn't, but everyone else was. I think someone said something about, oh yeah, Big Shot is definitely autistic. And I was like, oh yeah, I bet this man loves, he loves hardware tools. And so that again, you know, got the gears turning. I was like, ooh, hardware store, Al Yankovic? And yeah, no, that's basically it, you know, just picture of Big Shot, have it zoom in, put some Al Yankovic lyrics in there, and it's easy peasy lemon squeezy, you know? Ignore that.
So guys, we did it. We reached 250,000 subscribers.
We've reached the halfway point. The halfway point is like me yapping. Oh wait, actually, no, we reached the halfway point last time. Sorry, in the original draft of this video there was 30, but then I decided to add the 2 videos that were taken down, and it got added up to 32, so the last one was the halfway point. We're halfway there. More than halfway there. Anyway, 200 subscriber special. Yeah, this is just I just think this one was quite nice, you know. It is just yapping at the end of the day, but I like yapping. I like yapping when there's an actual point to it. Anyway, there is a point to this one. It's not just like, oh, it's the end of the year, yippee. I'm not going to rehash what I said in that video, but yeah, no, it is really nice. I did feel very proud of myself when I saw the growth that my channel had undergone. Even if it was maybe only a few videos, or like my subscriber numbers from said videos. At the end of the day, it's just fun to see number go up and to see a few people like saying nice comments. Every single nice comment I get genuinely makes my day a little bit better. And I said I wasn't going to rehash what I was saying in that video, and I've literally just gone and done that, so I should probably shut up now.
Life. There's roadblocks.
Yeah, next we got the Terraria early game. It's another victim of fucking the autism creature getting me, because it was like the start of the school year. I needed a coping mechanism, to say the least, and so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna play Terraria again. And you know, I said this like 16 times already, but the cogs were turning, and I was thinking, what if in Terraria, when you're running and the music is shifting, DJ Khaled, the Roblox guy. Ooh. so from this point on, we're getting into the videos that I really, really like. The ones that I'm genuinely quite proud of and I think are still very funny. This one's like the least very funny, but that's besides the point. The banned book ad is a lot. See, here's the thing. Some of my best videos are impromptu, but it's also some of my worst are impromptu. And this one, I feel, out of the impromptu ones, this is like definitely on the better end of them. I saw this book on the side of the kitchen table, and I was like, what the fuck? That is a crazy thing to call your book. I don't care what the contents. The contents could be unreal, but calling your book How Not to Murder Your ADHD Child, to call your book that and expect it not to be made fun of is crazy. So that's exactly what I did. I did exactly what a normal person would do when confronted with a title like that. I made fun of it. I was like, oh, damn, I keep murdering my ADHD child. If only there was a book that I could read that could teach me how to not do that. And here comes Sarah Templeton. Mad respect to Sarah Templeton, by the way. She's a real one, I think. She could be an asshole, but I don't know. I'm just going to say that she's a real one, just to cover my ass. But, you know, I like to believe in good. I like to believe in the good of people. I believe that most people are good, as opposed to assuming people are assholes right after that. But yeah, no, that's about it. See ya.
Having an inventory space free in Jeff's slots just because I don't know if that impacts your ability to— What?!
Ignore the sudden costume change. I'm definitely not recording the rest of these a week later. That being said, the Starman fan cam. Now this one's definitely a culprit of the old autism, but I still quite like it. It's just charming, you know? It's completely shit. Like, the editing and how it's put together is just completely dog shit. The way that, like, the scenes are put together, it's just, I just made it using, like, basic effects. Not that you could tell, of course. But I still think that it does go a bit hard. Like, I think the song is mainly the reason why. Fucking Dust Devil Decode tune. Absolute banger. It is a bit shit. It is... That's another thing as well, actually. There's just not really that many clips of Starman to use. Like I just had to resort to clips of people fighting the different variants of Starman throughout the game and and in Mother 1 as well. So, you know what? I made do with what I had, and I think that's all you can really ask for with something like this. This one's just a simple one, you know? I saw a Meta Knight comic and I wanted to do a little dub over it, and it's good. Like, the voices might be a bit kind of but the actual comic is fine. And I feel like I did the best I could with it, you know? I didn't, like, half-arse it. I did the best I could with what I had, and I think it was good. I think it was fine. I'm yapping. I'm fucking waffling, because there's just not much to say. So, yeah. Shout out Shrimp Scream on Tumblr.
Identity theft is not a joke, Jim.
Well, we're finally here. The top 10 videos that I have made in the last year. These are the videos that I think I've put the most effort and the most passion into. Except for this one. At the very bottom of the top 10, we have the Nyasha comic dub, which is a video I have, I think, the weirdest relationship out of every single video on this channel. To start off, actually, there is something I'd like to do. If you'll excuse me for 1 second. Before we do anything, I need to show you something. Let's continue. I originally made this video because, you know, I just really like Nyasha's comics. I follow him on Twitter. He's just very funny, very good artist, and I like him. He's good sense of humor. So I made that, then I check it maybe a few days later, and it has a few thousand views. And at the time I had like less than 100 subs, so I see that and I'm like, what the fuck, you know? And you know what? I think that to a certain point, that video getting as popular as it was a kind of a detriment. Because while I'm very happy with the video, I'm very happy with it going so popular. And I'm very happy for all the nice comments. I don't know. I feel like I did definitely gain a lot of numbers off of that, but I don't think it was necessarily for the right reason, because I don't really make comic dubs, you know, especially not Inuyasha ones. I might make another one. I might make like one more, maybe, but even still, like, I felt people maybe were following me for the wrong reasons. So yeah, interesting relationship with this video, but at the end of the day, I still think it's good enough to land in the top 10 anyway. So big ups Nyasha, big ups Gaz.
It's this Golden Age Simpsons, cause I'm about to choke a child.
This is the most recent video on the channel besides this one. The Majora's Mask, fucking the Among Us guy. Let's get the elephant out of the way. That joke is fucking ancient. But I was kicking about. I saw my friend send the message where it's like a copy pasta kind of thing, and I saw that and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna make that a thing. And I'm glad I did. I know it was fun. I think it's the most well edited video. Most well edited shitpost I've made. Because it took me a long while, especially with stuff like the Song of Time, which is still a bit scuffed, but I'm so proud of it. And the bit where he goes like ding 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 ding. That's baller. I love that. It took me ages to do, but I'm really proud of how it came out. And overall, I think it's just fun. Like, I like Majora's Mask. It's probably top 3 Zeldas. I've only played 3 Zeldas, but it's definitely my top 3. Not really much to say, yeah. Something Terrible Fate, something Moon, something Skull Kid in Smash Bros. 6 Smashdown.
I've never played Poppy's Playtime, it's too scary.
And going from the most recent video to the oldest video, this is the original, the apex of this entire channel. The fucking shitpost parody of Built by Gamers, which I fucking love so much. I think it's just great. It makes absolutely no sense. It's complete mumbo jumbo, but it's fucking peak. It's cinema. I'm sorry, it's just cinema. I have the video of Let It Grow, but cinema. That's not cinema. This is cinema. I was really proud of this when I made it, and it was just so much fun. Without this video, if this video wasn't as fun as it was to make, none of the other videos would have been even thought of, let alone made. So I really do have this video to thank for really kickstarting the entire channel. The bit at the end where I just fucking I love the skull bit. It's great. And we went through a load of different takes, and it was just so much good fun. I remember one specific memory about it. In order to get the angle just right for the table, I had to get every single book that I could find in the house and just kind of stack them up into like a 3-foot high tower and just kind of hold it there on the tripod, hope that it would stay up. But yeah, no, the Boxy Boo, peak, absolute. I love it so much. It's my baby. It honestly is.
The life kind. What? Perchance.
And now we have, I think, the final victim of my autism diagnosis. And this is like a fucking tag team double whammy, because we got my autism diagnosis and being a fucking freak theatre kid. Bang them all together and you get the Miss Input Shakespeare video. Oh my god. Okay, so as part of our school curriculum, we did King Lear, the Shakespeare. And I actually fucking thought it was sick. I loved it so much. I took part in a local theatre group who were doing a performance of King Lear. I was in it. I did a performance of King Lear. That's sick. And I was fresh off the heels of that when I decided, it'd be funny. What if I took the classic misinput, moist critical video, and I translated it to the best of my ability. Obviously, it's not fucking. I'm no scholar. I'm no fucking Elizabethan expert. But I think I did it to the best of my ability with my understanding of the text. I think I translated it fairly well. And I think it's funny. I think it is decent. Obviously, there's things I'd change. Like, I think the mixing on it is a bit... but other than like that, I think it is very good. I definitely consider doing another one of those again. You never know. You never know when I might strike. That's why you always got to be watching out. Check your mailbox.
My name is Walter Hartwell White. I live at 308 Negra Arroyo Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87104.
And here we have the statement. I love the statement. I love the statement so much because this is literally the most fucking impromptu video I think we've ever made. With like basically every other video, I would have blocked out like at least an idea of how I wanted it to go. So I had like not a script per se, but like an idea of how I wanted it to look. With this one, we literally just winged it. Like I just yapped. And of course, the iconic tequila. What's your opinion on it, Rory? Tequila. Very fascinating. It's an iconic moment. It's an iconic line. It's bars. It's flames. And it was the first video of mine to actually like do well, get out of the algorithm, and that was just really nice. I really liked that. So, yeah, be on the lookout, because I'm always here.
But in real life, that's not what a devil looks like. This is what it looks like.
Well, this is it. We're in the top 5 now. And I'll be honest, this is where ranking them gets a little bit hard for me, because I love all of these videos. All 5 of these ones that I'm about to talk about, I think are bangers. Heaters. Great even. The haunted doll in the hotel room at 3 a.m. This one was just pipes. Like this one was really fun to do. A lot of it was made up impromptu on the spot. But like we blocked out kind of what I was talking about earlier. We had blocked out where we wanted to film each part, but what we were doing in them was kind of off the cuff. And I think it actually works out really well. The production on it, like the editing, I think definitely is the weakest part of it. One thing that really annoys me when I'm watching it back is there is music in the first maybe third of the video, and I obviously intended to have music throughout. I forgot to add music throughout, so after like a minute it's just silence pretty much. Well, obviously they're still talking, but there's no music, there's no background audio, which is just really awkward. But it is what it is, you know. I don't think it really takes away too much from the video, and I think that the ending as well. The ending, it's peak. It's really good. It's really good. But yeah, no, I think it's good. Do you think it's good? Let me know in that comment below.
Oh,
okay, yeah. No, good point. That makes sense. Yeah, okay.
Next up, the GLEP AMV. Now, before anything, I just want to shout out good old Gavin Pitcom. They made the original animation of GLEP with Where You From. So then I decided, you know what, I'm going to actually do something a little bit different. I'm going to make a whole ass AMV. And it was an odyssey. It was an adventure. Because I had to screen record, like manually go through each episode of Smiling Friends and screen record all the moments with GLEP so I could make sure that I could get as much juice for the squeeze as possible. And even still, I just about managed. Like, I had to resort to taking Adult Swim bumpers and this one clip of someone modding Glep into like Jet Set Radio, I think, which goes raw as hell as well. But in the end, I'm actually really happy with how it came out. AMVs are looked down upon, I think, for being like cringy or fucking these old kind of things, but like I think it is genuinely a really good way to practice like basic editing skills. So this is my message to you: get out there and make an AMV. Do it. That's your homework. This is a gun, by the way. This is a gun. I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna get you. You're gonna die. I'm gonna get.
Psychologically manipulate a small young girl.
This one is the best live action sketch from a sheer comedy standpoint. I think this one is peak. It is complete and utter jibble jabble wibble wobble, but at the same time it's quite genius. Obviously, this was a parody of kind of game theory, but not really. Like, it was kind of just parody of like FNAF theories in general, the FNAF fandom. I made up my own fucking lore, and it is right. I solved the FNAF fandom. I solved the timeline. I found out that William Afton and Henry Emily were actually brothers, and you know, I'm not getting any of the credit for that. I think I really deserve a lot more credit for finally cracking the code. I got Scott Cawthon for the interview. That was great. That definitely wasn't filmed in front of a bus stop, you know? And you know what? Before we move on, shout out one of my favorite clips of anything ever, where my fucking glasses fall off my face, get tangled up in my hair, and then later on clatter onto the floor. Chica. Making a massive sound. An absolute iconic moment. But now, we move on to the most quality moments of them all.
Can I offer you a nice egg in this trying time?
Yeah, I put both Chef Sheffield's as the best one because Chef Sheffield is not just a character. Chef Sheffield is an experience, you know? By far the most fun I've had making any videos. But the question remains, which one is the best and which one is the second best? It's 2 and then 1. I'm sorry. Like, you heard the fucking It's Always Sunny clip. It's the second one is better, but I adore the first one still. The first one is maybe the slightest bit less organized, I think, because the backstory behind it was that I had to make scrambled eggs. I had never made scrambled eggs before, and so I decided to make an event out of it with the character of the hour, the chef, Sheffield. And you know, I think I got on pretty good. There's one bit where I say something very uncomfortable, but I added a little bit at the end. It's like, if don't say this to anyone ever, you will go to prison. So I think I'm all good. Yeah, no, let's get to the main event. Let's cut the crap. Let's get to the main one.
This meal is something I have tentatively named the Just Fuck It.
Chef Sheffield 2, the Asher Fuck It. When I say I have never had so much fun making a video, I mean it. Like, Chef Sheffield 2 is honestly the best video on this channel. Like, when it comes to the bits, when it comes to the practicality of it, because in the first one I had a cameraman. The second one I was home alone. The way I got around that, cut off my arm, you know, and the way it pops up throughout the recipe, it's like it's telling a story, you know. This is, again, it's Chef Sheffield is an experience. You gotta really be there to experience the majesty of Chef Sheffield. I'm getting really punsy over a fucking stupid character, but regardless, I love Chef Sheffield. They're part of me, you know. But yeah, no, it's the Asher Fuck It. I got to finally recreate a beautiful piece of cuisine from a creator that I have looked up to for, I'd say, like over a decade at this point. It genuinely did feel like a bit of a dream come true, so I'd like to celebrate that as much as possible. Chef Sheffield will return in 2025. Mark my fucking words. Come hell or high water, I will make something fucking stupid again. It will happen, whether you like it or not. Oh, so that was that. Fucking hell, I am knackered. This video is looking like the longest video I'm ever gonna make. Like, looking to be over 30 minutes. It is a little outro credits kind of thing. So I'm just gonna lay it out here. My plans for the channel for this year, not last year, this year. So first of all, the Saturday from when this video goes out, this video is coming out on Monday, the 10th of February. On the Saturday at 6 p.m. GMT, I'm going to be doing my very first live stream. I'm going to be doing just a small test stream where I play Pokemon Showdown, RBYOU. Just a little test one. It's not going to be a serious one. I have plans for more, bigger, better things, but for now, just a small little pop in, say hi. Secondly, I have opened an official Discord server because, you know, building up a subscriber number is great, but I want to hopefully try and build up like a proper community for this channel. So the link is in the description. If you want to join, you can join. It's still very early days, but if you hope you have a good time there. And thirdly, you should ring your mom and tell her you love her. Just, you know, check in. Yeah, that's it. Here's to another year of cinema. Well, got fucking freaky there for a second. Diddy's spirit is in the room.